Hey guys, it's Julian, and today I'm super excited to be talking to you about something that I talk to you about once a year, which is my 5 favorite VSTs of 2019. This is going to be 5 of the best free VSTs that I've been using, as well as that I've kind of discovered in 2019 as well. And yeah, I'm going to have all the links to these in the description, so you can go ahead and download them for yourself. I recommend you check them out. These are some really cool plugins. And yeah, let's get started. So, the first one I have to show for you here called MDA DX10. It is an FM synth made by this company called MDA, and it's meant to be kind of like an old school FM synth. It's kind of like, you know, modeled after like the Yamaha DX7 and kind of like that type of vibe. And it's got a really, really good sound to it. You can hear that sounds really cool. This is just one of the presets. It has a bunch of presets. This is kind of how you work with it, just with the knobs here. But you can hear like there are a bunch of cool sounds in here. Like they got some basses. You know, some sounds like that, kind of like more bell sounds. Even like some weird stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff that can be done with this. And I really like this synth because it just works really well. Like, it's just a really nice, clean FM synth with some cool presets that you can work with to kind of get started and get a vibe for things, you know? And yeah, that is the DX10. The next free VST that I have to show you here is called GSnap. And it looks like this. So this is something I've actually used on this channel a little bit before. Basically what this is it is a free auto-tune type of plugin. What it is meant to do is it just kind of does pitch correction. You can also use it to get like a pretty solid auto-tune effect if you want kind of a more like auto-tune as an effect as opposed to just like pitch correction. You can use it for pretty much anything you want though. It's really, really effective. I like this one a lot. You guys have seen I use this a lot to create like those future garage vocal chops. Like if you want to make your own vocal chops, I definitely recommend you get this. It's just a really, really good way to just, like I said, get that quick auto-tune effect. It's really simple. It's free. You don't have to like learn how to use it or anything. You can very quickly get started with it. And yeah, that is GSnap. So then the next one here that I'm going to show you is this thing called Modular. It looks like this. And what this is this is actually meant to be a sort of like a modular synth. So here's one of the presets that I just have open here. Basically, there's a ton of presets here. And you can see that it basically is using like all these different modules here. You can just open up a whole bunch of different things here. It's basically a modular synth. It's really, really cool, actually. I think this is really like an interesting free plugin. And what I like about this one as opposed to like a lot of other kind of free synths, I guess, is that this one just sounds really high quality. Like if you listen to it, it doesn't have like a cheap sound. It doesn't have, you know, it doesn't sound like a free VST. Like it just sounds like a clean, nice synth that works really well. Yeah, I like this for kind of like weirder sounds, like stuff like this. You know, just sort of like jumping through the presets here. You're bound to eventually find something cool. So yeah, and this is made by a company called Full Bucket, and that is the Modular. The next one that I have to show you here is called Dex. So this is Dex. What this is actually another free FM synth. You can see this one is actually working a little bit different than the DX10. What I like to use the DX10 for more just kind of like, you know, quick sort of FM sounds. This is more like the super in-depth, like kind of doing all this type of stuff. Like you can see, this is kind of like FM8 down here. You can like route these to different oscillators and stuff. And yeah, and what I like about this one is this is like a really, really high quality synth. I've said that about the other ones as well, but this one like especially is like really crazy. I believe actually that Fortet has used this synth quite a bit in the past, and I mean I totally understand why. Like it's a really, really good synth. Got some really cool presets in there too. Like that's just the default preset. Yeah, I think that's a really, really cool synth. Like I said, it sounds beautiful. It works really well. If you do know how to do all this kind of like crazy FM stuff in here, you can definitely use it very, very effectively with that. If not, even just the presets are really cool. They have like a preset store as well. So yeah, that is Dex. I definitely recommend you check that one out. And then the last one that I have to show you here is called Vocal Double. So I'm going to drag this down to here actually. And what Vocal Doubler is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's made by iZotope, same people who make Ozone and Nectar and like a bunch of that kind of stuff. And it's just a really, really good free vocal sort of like stereo effect. So I'll kind of show you here. Here's what it sounds like. This preset just sounds like on its own. And here's with Vocal Doubler. So you can hear it's like spreading it out. It's giving it this really, really wide sound. I think I can route my vocals through here. Here's me talking, and then here's me talking to Vocal Doubler. So you can hear it's like so big like that, and it's creating, basically that's what it's doing. It's creating this super wide stereo image, and yeah, it works really, really well for this. The thing is, there are a lot of plugins that say that they do this. You know, it sounds a little bit more solid on that synth versus me talking. But yeah, there are a lot of plugins that say they do stuff like this, but none of them work as well as this. Like, this is just a really solid, free way to really give your sounds like a wider kind of thing. And you can see, you don't have to just use it on vocals. You can also use it on synths, drums, guitars, whatever you could possibly think of. But it's just a really, really nice stereo effect. It doesn't get like weird, like it never gets like out of phase or anything. It's just a simple, clean way to get some nice stereo width on your sounds. And yeah, so that is it. Those are my top 5 favorite free VSTs so far this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I like to make a video like this at least once a year and just kind of keep you guys updated because like it's important to know this stuff. Like there's always cool stuff coming out and there's always like cool things. Like, you know, before I started like even looking around for these, I'm really glad I looked for Modular because I would have never found that. And that's a really, really cool thing. And same thing with all of these. Dex, GSnap, Vocal Doubler, all of them are just really, really cool plugins. And again, it's important that you go out and find this stuff because a lot of these plugins can really help you. Like I said, like Vocal Doubler, that is really, really useful. When I discovered that, that was like some big information. So yeah, that's all I got to show you guys for today. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you again tomorrow with another video.